The San Francisco apartment was bathed in morning light. The bay view sparkling through wide windows, the smell of fresh coffee filling the air. I sat at the kitchen table, my laptop open, finalizing a pitch for my tech startup, my heart soaring with possibility. At 29, I was Mia Carter, in love with Evan Reed, my partner of 3 years, my collaborator, my dream weaver. Together we were building a life, a business, a future, and I trusted him completely, blind to the cracks that would soon shatter everything. Evan leaned over, his dark hair tousled, his smile warm, kissing my cheek. "Mia, this pitch is killer," he said, scanning my slides. "Your app's gonna change the game. We're unstoppable. You know that?" I blushed, my voice soft, saving the file. "We're a team, Evan. Your coding, my vision. We're making it happen." He laughed, pulling me into a hug, his touch steady. "More than a team, babe. You're my everything." My heart raced, memories flooding, late nights coding, our first investor pitch, his proposal last Christmas, a ring still on my finger. He was my anchor, the man who'd promised a life of dreams. Marriage, kids, our app, ConnectSphere, going global. Zoe, my best friend, and our graphic designer burst in, her sketchpad under her arm, her voice bubbly. "Mia, the app's logo is done. You and Evan are gonna slay this pitch. Investors won't know what hit 'em." I smiled, my cheeks warm. "Thanks, Zoe. Just doing our thing." Her words felt true. Evan and I were partners, in love, in business. Our trust unbreakable. I thought of our first date, his shy grin, our dreams of a tech empire. We were building a legacy, together. Evan's phone buzzed, and he glanced at it, his smile tightening, typing fast. "Everything okay?" I asked, my voice light, noticing his quick glance away. "Yeah," he said, pocketing it. His smile back. "Just a dev, buddy. Bug in the code. Gotta keep it smooth." He kissed my forehead, his voice warm. "Focus on the pitch, Mia. You're the star." I nodded, the moment passing, but a tiny knot formed in my stomach. Dev buddy. Late texts. It was normal, right? He was busy coding ConnectSphere, and I trusted him. I pushed the doubt away, diving into the pitch. The apartment was alive, Zoe sketching, me tweaking slides. I checked the budget, my projections solid, the investor meeting a lock. Zoe joined me, her voice soft. "You okay, Mia? You look off," when Evan checked his phone. I smiled, shaking my head. "Just nerves, Zoe. Big pitch, big dreams. Evan's got this." But her words lingered, sharp. I thought of his energy, his late-night bug fixes, how I carried the pitch prep. We were equals, weren't we? I trusted him, his love, his code. The meeting would prove it. Us, together, shining. At the office, I slipped into my blazer, feeling ready. Evan texted, "You're my dream, Mia. Love you." I smiled, my heart full, the knot gone. The pitch waited. A moment to shine, our trust solid. I imagined his code, my slides, the investors, cheering, ConnectSphere, our dream was rising and nothing could break us. But as I grabbed my bag, his phone buzzed again. A name flashing. Clara. My stomach twisted just for a second. A coder, I told myself, trust intact. The pitch was hours away, and I was ready, blind to the storm coming. The sleek San Francisco co-working space was alive with startup energy. Glass walls echoing the hum of laptops and chatter as I prepared for our investor pitch. I stood by a whiteboard, my blazer sharp, my heart racing with excitement for ConnectSphere, the app Evan and I were building. He was beside me, tweaking code, his smile bright, but a glitch in the system. Financial oddities, his secretive texts, sparked a flicker of doubt. a shadow on the dream life we'd built, threatening the trust I held so tightly. Zoe adjusted her sketches on the table, her voice buzzing. "Mia, the pitch is fire. Your slides, Evan's demo. Investors are gonna eat it up. You two are killing it." I smiled, my voice soft but tight. "Thanks, Zoe. Just making sure it's perfect." I glanced at Yvonne, his fingers flying on his laptop, but I noticed it. A quick glance at his phone, a name flashing. Clara, again. My stomach twisted, the knot from yesterday. His dev buddy excuse, growing sharper. Was it just code, or something else? Zoe caught my look, her voice low. "What's up, Mia? You're staring at Evan like he forgot your coffee order." I shook my head, my voice soft. "It's nothing. Just... his phone's been busy. Coders," he says. "And I got a weird bank alert. A withdrawal I didn't make. Probably a glitch, right?" Zoe frowned, her voice careful. "A withdrawal? That's not nothing, Mia. Check it and maybe ask him about the phone. You okay? You seem off." I nodded, pushing the doubt away, my heart heavy. "Just nerves, Zoe. Big pitch." But the glitch lingered, sharper now. Last night, I'd checked our joint account. $5,000 gone, no explanation, flagged as pending. I'd asked Evan, and he'd shrugged, saying, "Bank error, I'll fix it." His late texts, always Clara or dev stuff, felt off. I trusted him, our dream solid, but the woman's name, the missing money, were cracks I couldn't ignore. Evan caught my eye, waving me over, his voice warm. "Mia, demo's ready. Come see, it's gonna blow them away." I joined him, my smile forced, his screen glowing with Connect Sphere's interface. "You're the star," he said, his hand on mine, his touch steady. "We've got this." I nodded, the glitch growing, Clara's name a thorn. "Who's Clara?" I asked, my voice light, nodding toward his phone, catching the flash again. His smile tightened, just for a moment, his voice casual. "Oh, Clara, a freelance coder. Helping with bugs. Don't worry, babe, it's all tech." He kissed my cheek, his voice warm. "Focus on the pitch. You're killing it." I nodded, the doubt flickering, Clara's name a spark. The same Clara from last night. I wanted to push, but the pitch was starting, investors filing in. I stood, my heart pounding, Zoe beside me, her voice low. "Mia, check that bank alert, after. And Clara, something's not right. Talk to him tonight." I nodded, my throat tight, the co-working space's energy fading, the glitch growing. Evan launched the demo, his voice smooth, the app shining, but my eyes caught his. Phone, buzzing again, Clara's name. The investors clapped, but my smile was brittle. The withdrawal, her texts, a warning. I thought of our dream, Connect Sphere, marriage, a future, built on trust, now wavering. My pitch was next, my voice steady, but the glitch was real, a storm brewing, ready to break. The San Francisco apartment was dark, the bay's glow faint through the windows, the silence heavy as I sat at the kitchen table, my laptop open, my heart in shards. It was hours after the investor pitch, a success for Connect Sphere. But a bank alert had led me to a devastating truth. Evan, my fiancé, had stolen my identity, draining our accounts, opening loans in my name, shattering the dream life we'd built. The theft of me, my trust, my future, was laid bare. His betrayal ablaid, leaving me exposed, my world crumbling. Zoe burst in, her face pale, her voice low. "Mia, you okay? You vanished after the pitch. What's going on? You look like you've seen a ghost." I looked up, tears streaming, my voice breaking. "Zoe, it's Evan. He stole my identity. Look, I turned the laptop, my hands shaking, showing bank records, Credit alerts. $50,000 gone from our joint account. 3 loans. $200,000 total. All in my name. Dated weeks ago. An email from a creditor demanding payment addressed to me, but I'd never applied. Zoe's eyes widened, her voice a gasp, scanning the screen. Mia, he did this. Stole your money, your name. How? Why would he? I sobbed, my chest tight, the truth a knife. I don't know, Zoe. I trusted him, loved him, gave him everything. My heart, our app, our future. He's been lying, using my name. While I pitched, planned, believed in us. Zoe hugged me, her voice fierce, sitting beside me. He's a criminal, Mia. Taking your identity, your money to... What? Run? Profit? And Clara, are those texts, who's she in this? I shook my head, my voice shaky, flipping through more alerts. I don't know. His coder, he said, but... Look, an email from her to him. Loans are set. She won't notice. She's in on it, Zoe, helping him steal me. The door opened and Evan walked in, his face casual, his voice soft. Mia, you're up. Great pitch today, babe. He froze, seeing my tears. The laptop, his eyes widening. What's wrong? I stood, my voice breaking, tears falling, shoving the screen at him. You stole my identity, Evan. My money, my name, $50,000, loans, all me. You lied, used me while I loved you. Why? Who's Clara? His face paled, his voice trembling, but his eyes cold. Mia, calm down. It's a mix-up, okay? I borrowed some for the app I was going to tell you. Clara's just a friend, helping with funds. A mix-up? I shouted. My voice fierce, Zoe beside me, her eyes blazing. You took $200,000 in my name, Evan. Loans, fraud, with her. You stole me, my life. We're done. Zoe's voice was sharp. Get out, Evan. You're a thief, and she's not your babe anymore. Leave now. Evan's eyes flashed, his voice rising, desperate. Mia, please. I love you. I messed up, but we can fix this. Be a team again. No, I said, my voice cold, my eyes locked on his. You betrayed me, stole my identity, my dreams. Get out, or I call the cops. He hesitated, his face falling, but Zoe opened the door, her voice firm. He grabbed his bag, his steps, heavy, the door slamming behind him. Zoe hugged me, her voice soft. Mia, you're not alone. What do we do now? I wiped my eyes, my pain shifting, a spark of anger flaring. Fight, I said, my voice shaky but growing. He took my identity, Zoe, but I'll take it back, expose him, make him pay. We sat, the laptop open, alerts glaring, my trust gone, replaced by betrayal, raw and deep. I thought of Evan's smile, his proposal, our app, lies, all lies. Clara's role, the loans, were a web, and I'd unravel it. The apartment was my refuge, but tomorrow, the world was my battlefield, and I'd begin, fractured but not defeated, to reclaim who I was. The San Francisco apartment was a tomb, the bay's faint glow barely piercing the drawn curtains, the silence suffocating as I sat on the living room floor, my back against the couch, my laptop glowing with creditor emails. It was hours after I'd confronted Evan, my fiancé, for stealing my identity. $50,000 drained from our joint account. $200,000 in fraudulent loans in my name. Clara's email proving her role as his accomplice. The theft had shattered my dream life, and now, fractured by his crime, I was crumbling, my sense of self, my future, in pieces, my heart a raw wound. Zoe burst through the door, her face pale, her arms full of takeout bags, her voice urgent. Mia, I've been calling you. You okay? You look broken. What's happening? I looked up, tears streaming down my face. My voice barely a whisper, my hands clutching a bank statement. Zoe, he took everything. My money, my name, my life. Look, creditors, 3 loans, $200,000, all me. I didn't sign, but they're calling, threatening. I'm not me anymore. Zoe dropped the bags, kneeling beside me, her eyes wide with horror as she scanned the screen. Mia, this is evil. Evan did this with Clara. Stole your identity, your savings. How are you even sitting here? I sobbed, my chest tight, my voice breaking. I don't know, Zoe. I trusted him, loved him, gave him my heart, our app, our dreams. He was my partner, and he erased me, used my name to steal while I planned our future. Who am I now? A fraud? A nobody? Zoe hugged me, her voice fierce, her arms strong. You're Mia Carter, brilliant, kind, a tech genius. He's a nobody, a thief, a liar. Clara too, they're nothing, Mia. He fractured you, but you're not broken. You're still here, fighting. Her words were a faint light, but the pain was crushing, drowning me. I thought of Evan's smile, his proposal. Our night's coding Connect Sphere. All lies. The bank alerts kept coming. Another creditor demanding $10,000. My credit score tanked, my phone buzzing with unknown numbers. I thought of the pitch, hours ago, my voice strong, unaware my identity was gone. The shame burned Clara's email. She won't notice. A blade in my heart. What do I do? I said, my voice trembling, tears falling. My accounts are frozen, Zoe. I can't pay rent. My credit's ruined. He took my savings, my name. I can't lose ConnectSphere, my app, my dream. Zoe grabbed my hands, her voice steady. You won't lose it, Mia. You're the brain behind ConnectSphere, not him. We'll fight this. Banks, cops, lawyers. He stole your identity, but it's still yours, and we'll take it back. You're not alone. I nodded, my throat tight, the pain raw, but shifting, a spark of defiance flickering. Fight? I said, my voice soft, my eyes on the laptop. How? I've got no money, no credit, just me. Exactly, Zoe said, her smile fierce, pulling out her phone. You've got you, Mia, and me. Start with the banks, flag the fraud, freeze what's left. I know a lawyer, Jenna, does pro bono for fraud cases. She'll help. I'll call her now. And your app? It's your code, your vision. He can't take that. Her words lit a fire, small but real. I thought of Evan's lies, Clara's email, the loans in my name. He'd fractured me, but I wasn't gone. I opened my banking app, my fingers shaking, flagging the loans as fraud, requesting freezes, my tech skills a lifeline. I drafted an email to Zoe's lawyer friend, attaching the bank alerts, the email from Clara. It was a start, a step to reclaim my name, my life. Zoe's phone rang, Jenna answering, her voice crisp. Mia, send me everything, records, emails. I'll file fraud reports, get the feds involved. You're a victim, but you're strong. We'll hit him hard. I nodded, tears slowing, my voice steadier. Thank you, Jenna. I want him exposed, him and Clara, for what they did. I'm not giving up. Zoe hugged me, her voice proud. That's my Mia. He thought he'd break you, but you're fighting. We'll get your money, your name, your app, everything. I looked at the laptop, the creditor emails glaring, but the spark grew, defiance rising. Evan had stolen me, but I was still here, my skills, my app, my will. I thought of ConnectSphere, my dream, not his. I'd fight, with Zoe, Jenna, my tech, to expose him, reclaim my identity. The apartment was dark, but the light was coming, my heart fractured but not lost. Ready to build justice from the pieces he'd left. Zoe's San Francisco apartment was a lifeline, the living room bright with morning sun, the smell of fresh tea grounding me as I sat at her table. My laptop open, my heart a storm of pain and purpose. It was the day after I discovered Evan's identity theft. $50,000 stolen, $200,000 in fraudulent loans in my name. His betrayal shattering our dream life. Fractured by his crime, I'd kicked him out. But now, with Zoe beside me, a blueprint for justice was forming. A vow to expose Evan, reclaim my identity, and make him pay for stealing me. Zoe handed me a mug, her eyes fierce, her voice steady. Mia, you're a fighter for being here after what he did. The staff's buzzing. They're with you, not him. What's the plan? How do we nail this jerk? I nodded, my fingers typing, my voice steady despite the tears threatening. I'm done being his victim, Zoe. He stole my identity, my money, my trust. I'll expose him, his theft, Clara's role, everything. I'll rebuild, stronger. Make him regret this. Zoe grinned, leaning forward, her voice sharp. That's my Mia. You're a tech whiz. You've got the app, the skills. Start with the proof, bank records, emails. He's sneaky, but not smarter than you. What about Clara? She's in deep, right? I took a deep breath, my eyes on the screen, pulling up the alerts, the email from Clara to Evan. Yeah, I said, my voice firm. She's his accomplice. Maybe more. I'll trace her, the loans, the accounts. I know systems. Zoe, bank logs, digital trails. If they're hiding money, I'll find it. Zoe's eyes lit up, her voice excited. Smart. And the law. You've got those alerts. Creditor emails. Cops. Lawyers. They'll listen. We could freeze his accounts. Maybe hers too. I nodded, my heart racing, the spark of justice growing. Clara, her texts, her email. She won't notice. She was key, and I'd unravel her role. I thought of Evan's lies, his smile as he stole. He'd underestimated me, thinking I'd crumble. I opened my banking app, my fingers flying, flagging the tool. Loans as fraud. Requesting freezes. An email to a lawyer friend, Jenna, outlined the theft. Attaching records. My tech skills, app design, data analysis, were my weapon now, and I'd use them to expose him. Zoe pulled out her phone, her voice low. I'll dig too. My design contacts know coders. Someone's got to know Clara. And social media. Evan's posts, hers, might show patterns, money trails. I smiled, her support a lifeline, my blueprint taking shape. I searched Clara's name, finding a profile. Clara Holt, freelance coder. Linked to Evan's old projects. A post showed her at a tech conference, with him, smiling, dated last month. My stomach twisted. Was she his lover, his partner in crime? I saved the photo, my vow hardening. I'd trace their accounts, their deals, find the money, the lies. Evan texted, his message soft. Mia, I'm sorry. Let's talk. I love you. I stared, my heart twisting, love and hate mixing. I didn't reply, my rebellion fierce. He thought he could charm me, keep his theft hidden. He was wrong. Zoe's phone buzzed, a text from a coder friend. Mia, listen. Clara's got a rep, shady deals, worked with Evan before. I'll get more, okay? I nodded, my voice steady, tears drying. Do it. I'll hit the banks, the lawyer, start tracking. He stole my identity, Zoe, but I'll take it back, show the world who he is. Zoe hugged me, her voice proud. You're a phoenix, Mia. He fractured you, but you're building justice, and he'll choke when he sees it. I nodded, my heart set, the pain still there but focused. The cafe hummed, but I was in my world, a warrior, not a victim. I thought of Evan's lies, Clara's email, the loans. They'd betrayed me. But I was fighting, silent, strong. The bank alerts, Jenna's help, were my blueprint. And I'd expose him, reclaim my name, and rise, no longer his partner, but a force he couldn't stop. The small San Francisco tech hub was a buzz of activity. Its open-plan space filled with coders and screens, the air sharp with coffee and ambition. I sat in a quiet corner, my laptop open, my heart a steady fire, digging through bank records and digital trails. It had been 3 days since I uncovered Evan's identity theft. $50,000 stolen, $200,000 in fraudulent loans in my name, fracturing my dream life. My blueprint for justice was in motion, and today a crack in his armor appeared, an unexpected ally offering evidence to unravel Evan's lies, giving me the leverage to expose him and reclaim my identity. Zoe sat beside me, her phone buzzing with texts, her voice low. Mia, you're a machine. The lawyer Jenna says the fraud alerts are working. 2 loans are frozen. Coders are talking. They're with you, not Yvonne. You find anything new? I nodded, my fingers trembling, pulling up an encrypted email from Clara to Evan, hacked from a server I'd accessed with old app credentials. This, I said, my voice steady. It's big, Zoe. Clara's email. She mentions a new account for the stolen money offshore. Evan's moving funds. Hiding them. Zoe's eyes widened, her voice sharp. Offshore? That's Fraud City, Mia. If you can trace it, he's done. But Clara, she's his partner, right? Any dirt on her? Before I could answer, a woman approached. Early 30s, hoodie and glasses, her face tense but determined. Mia Carter, she said, her voice low, glancing around. I'm Rachel Lynn, ex-coder on Evan's old project. I heard about the theft, what he did. I can help if you're taking him down. My heart raced. Zoe's hand on mine, her voice cautious. Help how, Rachel? You worked with Evan. Why turn on him now? Rachel sat, her hands fidgeting, her voice steady. He screwed me over last year, stole my code, kicked me off the team. I know his tricks, Mia, and Clara's in it. His girlfriend, not just a coder. I've got proof, server logs, bank links, their offshore account. You're fighting him, and I want in. I leaned forward, my voice low, studying her face. What's your angle, Rachel? Why risk it for me? Her eyes hardened, her voice bitter. Evan ruined my career, lied about my work, left me with nothing. Clara helped, laughing. I want them down, and you're the one to do it. You're legit, Mia. Connect Sphere's real brain. I trust you. Zoe's voice was sharp. Proof, Rachel? What's on the table? No games. Rachel slid a USB drive across, her voice low. This is chat logs. Evan and Clara planning the loans, linking to a Cayman account, $300,000 moved. It's got their IP addresses, timestamps, even a photo of them signing papers. You're tech, Mia. You can use this to nail them. My heart leaped, my hands grabbing the drive, my mind racing. A Cayman account? Evan, with Clara, his girlfriend, stealing my identity for a fortune. The theft was bigger, his betrayal deeper. How do I know it's legit? I said, my voice steady, my vow flaring. Plug it in, Rachel said, her voice firm. It's clean, verified. I've got more, access to their cloud if you need it. Just keep my name out, okay? I nodded, my throat tight, the crack in his armor a chasm. If it checks out, I'm in, Rachel. But I run this, no leaks till I say. She nodded, her eyes steady. Deal. Meet me tomorrow. I'll get more. Evan's done, Mia. You're his justice. We left, the USB drive heavy in my pocket. Zoe's voice buzzing. Mia, she's gold. If this is real, Evan's toast. Cops, feds, gone. Clara too. You're not just exposing, you're destroying. At Zoe's apartment, I plugged in the drive, my heart pounding, files loading, chats. Yvonne. Mia's clueless. Move the 100K. A photo, him and Clara, signing loan papers, her smile smug. My hands shook, tears of anger falling. He'd stolen my identity, my life, with her, his lover, laughing. The logs showed the Cayman account, $300,000 tied to Clara's email. Zoe, it's real, I said, my voice steady, my vow alive. He's a thief. She's his accomplice. I'll take this to Jenna, the feds, unravel them. She hugged me, her voice proud. You're unstoppable, Mia. He stole you, but you're taking him down. The discovery was my weapon. Rachel, my ally, the crack in his armor now a breach. I'd verify, plan strike, and Evan would learn. His theft was my justice. And I'd expose him, unstoppable. The San Francisco tech hub was a whirlwind, its glass-walled conference room a nerve center as I sat at a table, my laptop open, my heart a relentless fire. It had been a week since Rachel's USB drive cracked Evan's armor, exposing his $300,000 offshore account with Clara, his girlfriend and accomplice in stealing my identity. $50,000 from our account. $200,000 in fraudulent loans. My blueprint for justice was now action, and I was unraveling his lies, using Rachel's evidence, Jenna's legal push, and my tech skills to dismantle Evan's web, setting the stage to expose him and reclaim my life. Zoe stood by the door, her voice low, her eyes fierce. Mia, you're a force. Jenna's got the feds on the loans, 2 accounts frozen. Rachel's logs are gold. Coders are turning on Evan, spilling dirt. You're close, girl. I nodded, my fingers organizing files, my voice steady. It's not just close, Zoe. I'm meeting a detective today, handing over the drive. I've traced more, $500,000 total, moved, offshore, linked to Clara's IP. When this breaks, Evan's done. Clara, too. Zoe grinned, her voice excited, pulling up a draft press release on her phone. My media friends ready, tech star caught in identity theft scandal. Anonymous hits post arrest. Investors are shaky, pulling from ConnectSphere. You're unraveling him, Mia, thread by thread. I smiled, my heart racing, the plan tight. Rachel's drive was a vault. Chat logs, photos, bank links, Evan and Clara's scheme clear. I'd verified it, cross-checked with bank APIs, found $200,000 more, hidden in a second account, tied to Clara's freelance gigs. My tech role gave me access, and I'd built a case, digital trails, IP logs, ready for the feds. But I'd stay quiet, let Evan think I was broken, until the reckoning. Rachel met me that afternoon, her hoodie low, her voice tense. Mia, I got more, she said, handing a new file. Evan's cloud backups, passwords, emails, him bragging to Clara about owning your identity. He's planning to flee Mexico next week with the money. My heart leaped, my voice firm. Flee? Not happening? This seals it, Rachel. The feds, Jenna, they'll move fast. You're sure about the cloud? She nodded, her eyes steady. Hacked it myself, clean. There's a flight booked. His name. Clara's too. Your tech. Mia. Use it. Stop him. You deserve this. I nodded. My vow ablaze. Stop him. I'd bury him. I thought of Evan's lies, Clara's smirk, the loans in my name. They'd stolen me, but I was unraveling their world. Zoe's phone buzzed, a text from a coder. Mia, another dev says Clara's been selling Evan's code, side gigs, using your app's framework. It's fraud, big time. I nodded, my heart steady, opening an email from Jenna. Feds are ready, detective. Meeting at 3 p.m. Bring the drive. We'll file charges. I drafted a report, sharp. Logs, photos, the $500,000, flight plans, Clara's code theft. I'd meet the detective, hand it over, let justice strike. Evan called, his voice soft, desperate. Mia, please, let's meet, talk. I'm sorry, I love you. I stared, my voice cold, my eyes steady. Love, you stole my identity, Evan. My life. Save it for the cops. I hung up, Zoe's eyes fierce, the hub buzzing, eyes on us, but I didn't care. Evan's betrayal was fuel, his lies my target. The feds, Jenna's push, Rachel's proof, were threads, and I was pulling them, unraveling his web, ready to unleash the reckoning. The San Francisco courtroom was a stark battleground, its wooden benches packed, the air heavy with anticipation as I stood by the witness stand, my blazer sharp, my heart a blazing inferno. It had been 10 days since I unraveled Evan's lies, using Rachel's evidence, $500,000 offshore, Clara's complicity, to build a case with Jenna and the feds. Today was the reckoning unleashed, where I'd confront Evan, expose his identity theft in open court, and reclaim my life, shattering his facade before the world, my justice a thunderclap. Zoe sat in the front row, her eyes fierce, her voice a whisper through my earpiece. Mia, you're unstoppable. The feds have the drive. Clara's flipped, testifying against him. The press is outside, ready to blast tech thief exposed. You've got this, Queen. I nodded, my hands steady, my voice firm. Rachel's files, chat logs, photos, bank links, submitted as evidence. The $50,000 theft, $200,000 loans, Clara's code fraud, all airtight. The gallery watched, investors, coders, my team. Their eyes on me, not him. Evan sat at the defense table, his suit rumpled, his face pale, his eyes avoiding mine. Clara beside him, her head bowed, her plea deal fresh. Jenna, my lawyer, stood beside me, her voice clear. Mia, you're up. Tell the court what Evan did, how he stole your identity. I took a deep breath, my voice ringing through the room. I'm Mia Carter, co-founder of ConnectSphere. Evan Reed, my ex-fiancé, stole my identity, $50,000 from our account, $200,000 in loans in my name, funneled to an offshore account with Clara Holt, his accomplice and girlfriend. He used my name, my trust, to fund his escape, while I built our app, our dream. The gallery gasped, Evan's face crumpling, his voice rising desperate. Mia, that's not true. It was a mistake. I was going to pay it back. You're twisting this, hurt. Silence, the judge snapped, her voice cold, eyes on me. Miss Carter, continue. Present your evidence. I nodded, my voice steady, fierce. Clicking a tablet, slides glowing, logs. Yvonne. Mia's clueless, move the 100K. A photo, him and Clara, signing loans, her smirk clear. This isn't a mistake, I said, my voice cutting. He planned it, with Clara, stole my identity, my life, while I trusted him. Bank records, $500,000 offshore, their flight to Mexico, booked. He betrayed me, our company, everyone. The gallery murmured, investors shaking heads, coders glaring. Clara stood, her voice shaky, plea deal in hand. It's true, she said, eyes down. Evan made me help, said Mia wouldn't know. I'm sorry. Evan's lawyer stood, his voice weak. My client acted under pressure, not intent. Miss Carter's exaggerating. It's personal. Personal? I said, my voice fierce. Tears in my eyes, but my heart strong. He stole my name, my money, my future. While I loved him, Clara's testimony, the logs, the loans, They're fact, not feelings. He's a thief, and I'm exposing him for me, for justice. The judge nodded, her voice firm. The evidence is compelling. Mr. Reed, your plea? Evan stood, his voice breaking, his eyes pleading. Mia, I'm sorry. I love you. I messed up, please. Enough. I cut in, my voice cold, my eyes locked on his. You stole me, Evan. My identity. My trust. You're not my love. You're my reckoning. Face it. The gallery clapped. Some cheering, the judge's gavel banging, her voice clear. Mr. Reed, charges stand. Identity theft, fraud, conspiracy. Bail denied, trial set. Miss Carter, your testimony's noted. I stepped down, tears falling, my heart soaring but heavy. Jenna hugged me, her voice proud. Mia, you nailed him. The feds are moving. Clara's deal seals it. You're free. Zoe rushed over, her voice through the earpiece. Mia, the press is live. Tech thief busted. Trending now. You did it. I nodded, my heart steady, the reckoning unleashed. Evan's lies were exposed, Clara's role broken, my identity reclaimed. But a darker truth waited, his betrayal deeper than theft. The courtroom was my stage, but the fight wasn't done. I was Mia Carter, and I'd won, ready for the final secret, my triumph just the start. My new San Francisco office was a beacon, its open-plan space alive with the hum of my startup's team. The Bayview a reminder of my rise. I sat at my desk, my laptop open, my heart steady but raw from the courtroom reckoning 2 days ago, where I exposed Evan's identity theft. $500,000 offshore, $50,000 stolen, $200,000 in loans with Clara's help. The press had erupted, his name ruined, Clara's plea deal damning. But a darker truth surfaced today. A deeper betrayal unveiled by Rachel, reshaping my triumph, fueling my resolve to be unstoppable. Zoe sat across, her tablet glowing, her voice excited. Mia, you're a star. Tech hero exposes thief is everywhere. Connect spheres soaring, investors begging to fund you. Evans in jail, Clara's done, and Rise Up is trending. You're unstoppable. I smiled, my throat tight, my voice soft. Thanks, Zoe. But it's not over. Evan's down, but I need to know why. The theft, Clara. Was it just money, or something worse? Rachel entered. Her hoodie, low, her face tense, her voice urgent. Mia, I found more, she said, sliding a USB drive across, her eyes sharp. I dug deeper, post-trial, into Evan's old servers. It's not just theft, it's bigger, worse, explains everything. My heart raced, Zoe's hand on mine, my voice low, urgent. Bigger how, Rachel? I exposed him, Clara confessed. What's left? Rachel opened her laptop, pulling up files, her voice steady but grim. Evan wasn't just stealing your identity, he was selling it to a dark web ring for profit. Look, emails, him to a hacker. Clara's got Mia's data, full package, $100,000. He used your name, your app's code, to fund a network, trading identities. Yours first. I gasped, my hands shaking, tears burning, the files brutal. Screenshots, Evan. Mia's clean, perfect for the ring. She'll never trace it. A ledger, $100,000 paid, my social security, my life, sold. He sold me, I said, my voice breaking. My identity, my data, to criminals, while I loved him, built our app. Zoe's face hardened, her voice fierce. He's a devil, Mia. Theft was bad, but this, selling your life, your work, to a dark web ring with Clara. He didn't just betray you. He erased you for cash. Rachel nodded, her voice soft. There's more. Clara didn't know the full scope. She thought it was just loans. Evan ran the ring, used your app service to hide it, planned to sell Connect Sphere's code next, after Mexico. He played you, Mia, to keep you close, blind. My world shattered, tears spilling. The darker truth, a chasm. I thought of Evan's smile, his proposal, our app. Lies. All lies. A front for a criminal ring. My identity the first casualty. How could he? I said, my voice shaky, my heart raw. I was his fiancée, his partner. And he sold me, my life, to strangers. Zoe hugged me, her voice steady. You weren't sold, Mia. You fought, exposed him, took him down. He's in jail. The ring's busted. And you're whole, shining brighter than him. Rachel slid the drive to me, her voice firm. Take this to the feds, Mia. It's not just theft, cybercrime, trafficking data. They'll add years, shut the network. Jenna's ready, and your app, it's yours, clean, because of you. I nodded, my tears drying, my pain afire, my justice complete but evolving. Evan's darker truth, a dark web ring, my identity sold, was the core of his betrayal, and I'd use it, ensure his ruin, secure my realm. I thought of Connect Sphere, my offers, my platform rise up, now inspiring thousands. I'd won, but this truth fueled a new fight, to lead, to heal, to rise higher. Zoe's phone buzzed, a news alert. Evan charged with cybercrime, ring dismantled, my name cleared. He's buried, Zoe said, her voice proud. You broke him, Mia, and you're just starting. I stood, my voice steady, my heart strong. I'll take the drive, Rachel, to the feds, Jenna. He sold my identity, my life, but I'm standing. Connect Sphere's mine, my future's mine, and I'll make sure he's done. The office was my throne, the city my realm, Evan's secret exposed, his betrayal bare. I was fractured, but not broken, ready to rule. My triumph just the beginning. The San Francisco Tech Conference was a triumph. Its grand hall packed with innovators, the stage aglow with spotlights, my Phoenix logo, a nod to another story's strength blazing on the screen. I stood at the podium, my navy suit sharp, my heart full, keynoting my journey as Connect Sphere's sole CEO. It had been 3 months since I exposed Evan's dark web ring, his $500,000 theft, $200,000 loans, and identity trafficking with Clara, shattering his empire. Now, unstoppable and whole, I'd reclaimed my identity, built a new realm, and triumphed, Evan and Clara in ruins, my legacy secure. Zoe stood in the wings, her smile wide, her voice proud, her phone buzzing with alerts. Mia, you're a legend! Rise up, it's global. Your speech is trending, women calling you unstoppable. Connect Sphere's valued at millions, investors begging to join. You're whole, crowned. I laughed, tears pricking my eyes, my voice steady. We did this, Zoe. You, Rachel, Jenna, me. From his theft, his ring, to this. I'm alive. She hugged me, her voice soft. You're more than alive, Mia. You're ruling, building something bigger than him. For you, for everyone. The crowd roared as I took the mic, my voice clear, strong. Thank you, San Francisco, I said, the room hushing. A year ago, my ex, Evan Reed, stole my identity. $50,000, $200,000 in loans. My data sold to a dark web ring, with Clara Holt's help. He betrayed me, my trust, my app, Connect Sphere. But I fought, exposed his crimes, dismantled his network, and reclaimed my life. Today I'm CEO, leading Connect Sphere to global impact. And Rise Up, my platform, lifts women like me, fractured but unstoppable, whole. The applause thundered, cameras flashing, investors standing, Rachel's nod proud from the crowd. I told it all, Evan's lies, Clara's smirk, my pain, Rachel's drive, the courtroom, the rings collapse. "We're not victims," I said, my voice fierce. "We're warriors, building empires from ashes. Join me, rise, be whole." A young coder approached after, her voice shaky. "Mia, your podcast saved me. I caught my partner stealing my work, started my own app because of you." I hugged her, tears falling, my heart full. This was my realm, not just ConnectSphere, but purpose, lifting others, as Zoe, Rachel and Jenna had lifted me. Jenna joined us, her voice warm. "Mia, the feds closed the case. Evan's got 7 years, Clara 3, rings gone. Your identity's clear, credit restored, and ConnectSphere's patents are yours forever." I nodded, my throat tight, my voice steady. "Thank you, Jenna, for the law, the fight, believing in me. This app, rise up. It's ours, for every woman he tried to break." At dinner, Zoe, Rachel, and my brother toasted, their voices warm. My brother squeezed my hand, his eyes wet. "You're my hero, Mia. You rose, made us proud." I smiled, my voice soft. "For you, for me, for every soul he stole." The Phoenix logo hung in my office, a symbol of rebirth, though from another tale. My loft, bright and mine, waited, a home Evan couldn't touch. I checked my phone. A new investor, a TED Talk for Rise Up, messages from women inspired. Evan was in jail, Clara erased, their ring a scar, but not my story. I opened my laptop, drafting a new Rise Up post. "He stole my identity," I wrote. "But I exposed him, reclaimed my life, and became unstoppable. Rise with me, be whole." I hit publish, the likes flooding, each a brick in my empire. Zoe raised her glass, her voice proud. "To Mia, unstoppable and whole, ruler of her realm." I clinked my glass, my heart light, the reckoning's wound healed, my throne secure. I was Mia Carter, queen of ConnectSphere, my empire shining, ready for the future, crowned not by him, but by me, victorious, unbreakable, forever.